There's a kind of intelligence that doesn't come from textbooks, degrees, or classrooms. It's not taught because it's too potent, capable of unraveling the fragile threads of society if wielded carelessly. This isn't about memorizing facts, winning debates, or appearing clever. This is the intelligence that lurks in the shadows, the kind that commands without demanding, the kind that reshapes the game while others are still learning the rules. It's not about being smart in the conventional sense. It's about becoming untouchable, unreadable, and undeniably powerful. This is the intelligence that transforms you into a force. Let's explore how to cultivate it. The silent power of presence. Imagine a crowded room, buzzing with chatter and posturing. Everyone's vying for attention, proving their worth. Then, someone enters. Not the loudest, not the wealthiest, not the most striking in appearance. Yet, the atmosphere shifts. Conversations falter, glances dart, and an unspoken tension ripples through the crowd. That's presence. That's power. It doesn't stem from status or charm, but from a mind honed to precision. This intelligence doesn't shout. It whispers, and the room listens. This power comes from mastering perception. It's not about inspiring love or fear. It's about controlling the narrative. It's about owning silence, directing attention, and commanding yourself with unshakable discipline. Why most miss it? Most people don't live. They react. They scroll through life, obey routines, and cling to fragile illusions. They argue to mask weakness, shout to drown out silence, and build identities on shaky foundations. But when you observe closely, their cracks show. Insecurities, hesitations, and desperation. True intelligence begins here, not with more knowledge, but with ruthless observation. You don't just hear words, you detect the hidden lies. You don't just see faces, you read fleeting micro-expressions. You don't let silence pass, you wield it until others unravel. Intelligence isn't about having answers, it's about asking questions that cut deeper than any response. The first shift. At first, people might call you reserved. They won't realize you're listening with unmatched intensity. You'll notice the person who jokes excessively, seeking approval. You'll spot the braggart masking insecurity. You'll sense betrayal in a glance, a tone, a pause. This isn't schoolboy cleverness. It's about being 5 steps ahead, moving faster than the game itself. When you're ahead, your opponents don't even know they've lost. 5 traits of dangerous intelligence. To master this intelligence, you must cultivate 5 lethal traits. Emotional mastery. Emotions no longer control you. You analyze them. Anger fuels strategy. Fear sharpens foresight. Sadness sparks insight. While others react, you calculate. Your silence carries weight, unsettling those who expect outbursts. In your stillness, they sense a mind at work. Surgical observation. You don't just see, you dissect. A trembling hand, a forced laugh, a delayed response. These betray truths people try to hide. You don't need confessions. Their actions confess for them. Being truly seen unnerves people more than being opposed. Controlled presence. You don't chase attention. You command it by existing with purpose. Your restraint creates mystery, and mystery breeds influence. People fear what they can't predict. By being rare, you become powerful. Strategic speech. Every word you speak is deliberate, every pause calculated. You don't argue. You plant ideas that others adopt as their own. Your words don't just communicate, they shape outcomes with precision. Relentless self-reliance. You stop seeking validation or approval. You become your own anchor, immune to guilt, shame, or manipulation. This self-sufficiency makes you untouchable, a force no one can sway. The quiet transformation. This intelligence isn't a quick fix, it's a metamorphosis. You stop reacting, explaining, or engaging in petty disputes. You become a blade, sharp, concealed, and deadly. Others see you as quiet or harmless, unaware they're already ensnared in your strategy. You've been observing, positioning, and planning for months, maybe years. By the time they notice, you've already won, applying dangerous intelligence. Here's how to wield this intelligence in everyday life. Steer conversations subtly. Let others talk while you gather insights. Ask questions that seem innocent but reveal their motives. Stay guarded, guiding them to expose themselves. Weaponize silence. Silence unnerves people. Hold eye contact, pause deliberately, and watch them fill the void with their own confessions or mistakes. Mirror and redirect. Reflect someone's emotions, anger, pride, fear, then subtly steer them toward your desired outcome. They'll think it was their idea. Punish with absence. Don't argue or confront. Withdraw. Your absence is more powerful than words, leaving manipulators haunted by their loss of access to you. Conceal your depth. Reveal only enough to seem approachable, but hide your true strength. When people think they've figured you out, they grow careless, and you strike. Mastering relationships. Relationships are where most falter, surrendering power to emotions. But the dangerously intelligent see every interaction as a chess move. Every silence is data. Every reaction is leverage. You don't chase or plead. You withdraw, and your absence reshapes behavior. People sense your strength not because you demand it, but because they feel the privilege of your presence. This makes you untouchable. The final form. When you master this intelligence, you become unreadable, unshakable, unstoppable. You're the strategist who wins without fanfare, striking with precision and leaving no trace. You don't need to shout to be feared or seek validation to dominate. Your mind becomes a force that reshapes reality, not the intelligence they teach, but the kind they fear. Take the first step. If you're reading this, you're not just curious, you're ready. Ready to shed predictability, resist manipulation, and embrace dangerous intelligence. Start today. Observe. Listen. Strategize. The world won't know what hit it.